This one breaks my heart. This video is going to be about things naturalistas, big choppers, natural girls are tired of hearing, okay? Because we're tired of hearing things that are just downright offensive, downright wrong, downright politically incorrect, okay? Number one, you look like a dyke. What? I look like a dyke? So you're this is actually homophobic. Why are you telling me I look like a dyke? And even if I did look like a dyke, is that any of your business? Is that something for you to comment on? Right, backstory. A couple of years ago, or a year ago or so, I was kind of getting fed up with my natural hair because I felt like it didn't suit me. So I went into this hair salon and I asked them, I said, do you do haircuts? I just like to get my back and sides done, because I think I'd seen my cousin with it done like at my other cousin's wedding and it looked really amazing on her, and I just wanted something similar to that but more extreme, like really sharp on the edges, close shave on the edges and really close at the back, and then just like some kind of crazy high top fro hawk, interesting vibe of a hairstyle on top. So I said, do you do that? Do you do haircuts, afro haircuts, short back and sides? Why do you want to get your hair cut? You're gonna look like a dyke. I was blown away. In fact, I think my heart started beating like 10 times faster. I think, how does that even work? Is it 2016 or is it like, are we in the 1600s? Why would you say that? She didn't even show an ounce of remorse. Then I pulled up this Instagram page that I have for my hair services that I used to use when I used to do hair. I showed her a picture. So this is the picture of the haircut. But as you can see, I wanted something a bit more extreme, so I wanted the back and sides a bit more short. So I show her the picture and she's like, oh, that looks quite nice. I didn't know that's what you meant, but that actually looks okay. You probably wouldn't look like a dyke then. It's just wrong. Please, if you've ever thought that short hair equals dyke, equals gay, equals lesbian, please, let's just accept different people's hairstyles. I know I say I wanted it a bit more extreme, but is it really that extreme in the grand scheme of things? And that just put me off. And I ended up not getting my hair cut. That's why my hair is still here today. Number two, so you're getting ready for, I don't know, Auntie Florence's wedding, and someone just comes up to you and they're like, are you going to do your hair? What are you going to do to your hair? It's already done. It's like already styled. It's like up in my afro puff. It's a done deal. It's like, it's a sealed, done deal. Done, it's a done deal. And now you are asking me, what are you gonna do to your hair? Are you gonna do your hair? Oh, okay. It's already done, my hair is already done, please. Maybe there's a more tactful way of asking if somebody's hair is done. You could say something like, oh, your hair looks nice. I love the style. And then the naturalista will come back with, actually, it's not done yet. It's actually, I'm still in the process of styling it. Or they'll say thank you. If you still feel like, oh, it doesn't look that amazing, give them constructive criticism. Helpful, friendly advice. Because if that's your sister or somebody that you know really well and you feel like, oh, I think maybe her hair could be, oh, I've got some, you know, some cool tips. I think I can impart some wisdom into this style. Then maybe you could say something that's actually helpful. But are you going to do your hair? When you say it like that and then your neck just winds back, like wind your neck in and stop popping it when you see somebody might not have done their hair. There's nothing wrong with an afro puff. Thing number three. Now this one really annoys me. This one, okay, I must admit I have not gotten this one that often, but I have had people have this said to them. When are you going to relax your hair? Like it's just like oh, when are you going to take a shower? Oh, when are you going to like brush your teeth? Oh, so when are you going to town? When are you going to relax your hair? Like as if it's like some normal thing that has just become a necessity. When are you going to relax your hair? Again, like, can you just remind me, like, when are you gonna relax your hair? Last month I saw you and you hadn't relaxed your hair, and then the previous month your hair was still this way, but then like I'm just kind of wondering, like, when are you gonna relax your hair? Like, because it's been like this afro puffy kinky, it's been kinky for a while now. When are you gonna relax it? Then you answer, relax? No, I'm not gonna relax my hair. No, that's not my plan. I'm just gonna keep it natural. That's what you vocalize, but in your head you're thinking, wow, like relaxing, like, since when do people tell me to relax? Like, relax my hair? Are things really that bad for them to actually suggest that I relax my hair? Like, have people become that used to seeing African women, black women with straight hair that it's become an expected thing? If I tried to have straight hair every day, probably I'll just end up with no hair. Okay, these are the kind of things that I've had to go through being relaxed in the past. I started relaxing my hair when I was quite young. My mom started relaxing it because, you know, I think I had maybe tough hair. Maybe back then we didn't have shea butter to like make it soft and stuff, or the products that we had like pink. We used to use pink, Luster's pink lotion. I don't think my hair was that manageable, so we just resorted to relaxers. And they would have these girls on the boxes, these African American girls, and their hair would just be so long, like up to their shoulders. And I would think, oh yeah, and I would stretch my hair. Like mine is kind of up to my shoulders actually. Do you know what? I think I can look like them. I'm not sure if I used to pray before relaxing, but like I would always I'd always have these high expectations. I'd always have these high hopes of, ooh, like, yes, let's get my hair to shoulder length by getting a relaxer in. Okay, so what I used to go through, my scalp used to burn with a children's relaxer. That's how sensitive my scalp was. Anytime I would get a relaxer, my scalp would get scabs on it. My scalp would have wounds on it, and then it would take a few days for it to scab over, and you'd just be combing back. Ooh, my hair's all smooth, and wasn't that full. So I would feel this scab. To me, I didn't really see it as a crazy extreme scab. You know, it gets to a point where you just start getting used to getting scabs and burns simply because you want straight hair. Like, how is that even normal? I say straight hair very loosely, as a very loose term, because my hair didn't actually get straight. It was never bone straight. So I'd get these children's relaxers, right? And then the ends would still be puffy. Like, why are the ends still puffy? Why have I got like a Texlax like at the end of my hair and like a relaxer at the top? And so I'd be bouncing around like a poodle. The way a poodle sometimes looks is they get styled in such a way where it's like shaved down and then puffy at the end. I felt like that's how my relaxer was. It was like straight and then puffy. So it was almost like this poodle fro, you know? And then I get asked, when are you gonna relax your hair? Like, how is that even a question? Comment below if somebody has ever asked you when are you gonna relax your hair, and then comment below as well if you actually use the children's relaxer or any relaxer and you still got burned on your scalp, you still got those scabs. Please comment below. I would love to hear about your experiences. Not that I would love to hear that you also experienced the pain that I went through, but like I'm just interested in hearing about what kind of things other people had to go through too. Like, did we all get burnt by relaxers, or was it just me? Please stop expecting naturalistas to eventually relax the hair. And girls, let's keep sharing as much as possible so everybody can be like educated on natural hair and the possibilities. I'll be the first to admit that I have struggled with kind of dealing with natural hair, but something in me was just saying, keep going, keep your natural hair. Something tells me, God, I don't know. The natural hair God? No, I'm just kidding. I don't believe in a natural hair God, but like I believe in, maybe my gut feeling was something was telling me just keep going and keep trying. So please, if you see a naturalista and something in you feels like saying, when are you gonna relax your hair? Stop yourself right there. The fourth thing that naturals are tired of hearing, naturals and big choppers. Natural hair is not really professional. There have been people, maybe in articles that I've read, like people who have been sent home from work and sent home from school just because they had natural hair or just because they had braids. What do you guys think about a big fro in the office or at work or like in a professional environment? I think it's all about presentability. Somebody ever told me that hair, it's not really professional, it's like not good for the office. I'd honestly have beef with that. So that is another thing that we are tired of hearing. Some of you have commented and mentioned that you've actually, because of my videos, it's made you more confident to wear your afro hair out, and that made me really happy. That made me really feel kind of triumphant. It kind of made me feel quite good to know that actually people who have felt like their natural hair was completely inappropriate have changed their mindset simply because of me showing them very easy style that they could wear. So if you have recently come out of the mindset where you've been thinking that, you know, your natural hair isn't professional, please do leave a comment below and share that experience. I'm sure it will be helpful to someone else as well as put a smile on my face. You can actually utilize the hair that's growing from your head, just like everybody else. So the fifth thing naturalistas and big choppers are tired of hearing is you look like a man. Now, this one breaks my heart. So because somebody has short hair, they look like a man, or because somebody has the opposite of straight hair, they look like a man. No, starting your natural hair journey, having short hair does not equal being a man. I've heard some people comment on natural hair before. Man, this next one is going to be painful. And in fact, I don't even want to dwell on this look like a man one. I've definitely heard, I don't date girls with short hair that looks manly, you know? I've also heard the opposite though. I think that short hair is amazing. Like, I've heard both extremes. Either it's like, oh, that looks amazing, or If you've ever thought that a big chopper looks like a man, change that mindset around, okay? It's about time, right? Let's not even dwell on that one. Let's not even dwell on it. The sixth thing, I think your best hairstyle was when you had it long and straight. That was when you looked best. That was when you actually looked really good. Comment down below if you feel like that's a constructive comment. I think you looked good when you had straight hair. That was your best hairstyle. That was. I've had that one a few times actually, more than at least 3 times. That was a weave. That was a weave, my dear, my darling. Embrace. I should start selling merch. Embrace the kink, the curls, the kinks, the waves, the tresses. I think people somehow understand the bravery that goes into embracing our hair. Sometimes I see weaves as a cover-up. I've actually covered up with a wig before for certain situations, and then I thought, nah, like, whip it out. I'll whip off the wig later on. But no. Sometimes, okay, let's talk about this, like just me and you. Sometimes a woman might not be that comfortable with her afro hair, and she's trying, and she's actually learning slowly. And the best thing you can do for that woman is to actually show her that you've noticed her hair in a good way. Here are a few compliments that you can use when somebody changes their hair suddenly and you just don't know what to say. Okay, number 1, I'm just thinking of this off the top of my head. Number 1, wow, I really like how adventurous you've become with your hair. If you're seeing something different. 2, I'm loving the change. That's another compliment, because I don't know, what can you say if you don't actually like it? If you don't like it, don't comment on it. But if you feel like you want to encourage somebody and uplift a naturalista that you know, this is something that you can say. You might actually still prefer the straight hair, but stop thinking about what you prefer. Think about what she prefers. And 3, this one is so simple. Natural hair is beautiful. If you can say that enough said, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. And keep it simple. I'm just not about that weave life. But wigs are okay. Like, I guess wigs and weaves are kind of the same thing in terms of what other people see. That sometimes they might not know that it's a wig or a weave. They might not tell the difference. So yeah, but we're tired of hearing this. Stop referring to straight hair being our best ever hairstyle. Just oh, this one, oh my god, this one is actually painful to me. Honestly, I can't even laugh about this last point. This last point. The 7th thing, naturalistas. Maybe I should just speak for myself. I don't know if I should be speaking for myself. Somebody let me know after I've said this. Like, am I speaking for myself or am I speaking for naturalistas? I wonder. Because if somebody had the courage to say this to me, then they've probably said it to other people. There's a story behind this, and I just feel I'm so hesitant to say this because I feel like it's almost like natural hairism, anti-natural hairism. How can I put this? So I'm on this dating website and somebody messages me. This is the backstory. Somebody messages and I just message them back to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, but I do wish you all the best and I hope you meet the love of your life. That's what I usually try to say. Try to, like, you know, turn it around, switch it up, and just like send them all the positivity in the world, etc. And like just give them that nugget of hope. Just because you reject someone doesn't have to be a negative thing. Instead, this person comes back to me with, oh, you're looking for somebody perfect, blah, blah, blah. In their initial message, they said something like, oh, I usually date white and Asian women. But, you know, I thought I would come back to my roots, you know. Once you're done with all the Asian and the white women, you want to come back to your roots. So I'm just thought I would come back to my roots, and I thought, oh, okay, and just message back. That's when I sent that message. Then they came back, oh, you're looking for Mr. Perfect with your nappy head. You know what's so funny? On my profile, I had no pictures of me with an afro. No pictures. In fact, that makes me want to go back, change my pictures, and put a picture of me with my afro hair, just to repel all the guys who are anti-afro. So 1 minute you're telling me, oh, I usually date Asian and white women, but I thought I would come back to my roots. The next minute, once I've told you no, you come back with, oh, you're looking for Mr. Perfect, blah, 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 with your nappy hair. this guy is a closet racist, because the first message you told me that you're choosing me as a second choice because you used to date Asian and white women, yeah? If you have a preference, stick to that. And if you happen to veer off, if you happen to diversify from that, then do you really need to vocalize that now I'm coming back to my roots, back to you as a second choice? Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care from your second choice, third choice. He had natural hair. Have you guys ever been called a nappy head when you're actually showing your natural hair? Black people, please, let's stop cussing each other's natural hair. Even if you say nappy head, fine. I love your nappy hair. You know, there's two different tones. I love your nappy hair. It's just so gorgeous to me. Nappy head, two different vibes. Ooh, gosh, I'm sorry it took so long for me to get to that point, but I was just flabbergasted and blown away. I'm not even gonna explain. I feel like I've milled over these things. These are a few things that naturals and big choppers are tired of hearing. If you have anything else that you're tired of hearing, leave it in the comments. Please do subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Turn your notifications on so you know exactly when I've uploaded a video, and maybe I can do a video counteracting this. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Keeps